Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 263 spoilers in 12 to 13 hours as of this post. Just as a friendly reminder, last chapter was actually JJK 262.2. It was just basically the second half of what he wanted to release whenever he was sick. Now, what exactly can we expect from JJK 263? Well, as you guys know, the most common theory right now is that Yuta's Hollow Purple in some way is going to fail. And the biggest reason for this is every single time that Gojo uses Hollow Purple, those two circles are actually intersecting each other, not just barely touching. Where when Yuta's trying to do it, it's only the tips that are barely touching, pause. Which could of course indicate the failure of Hollow Purple, especially considering that Yuta himself said that Limitless is actually incredibly hard to use. And that just doing the soul swap one time was nowhere near enough time to be able to master it. Despite having all of his previous knowledge on cursed energy manipulation and having the 6 eyes, he still can't use it to the same ability that Gojo could. However, in the same chapter, he does state that he's carefully going through Gojo's memories one at a time, so it's still possible that this could go off. And if he did succeed in using Hollow Purple, the chances of Sukuna being able to do anything about it are very slim. Domain amplification, as we know, couldn't even nullify an amplified blue or red, and purple is obviously stronger than both since it's the combination of blue and red. And in Sukuna's current state, he really can't use RCT since he hasn't been able to heal any of his wounds. So if Hollow Purple ends up taking a chunk of Sukuna's body, he will not be able to heal it, just like he hasn't been able to heal his hands, his heart, or anything else so far. But one thing is absolutely certain. There is no way that Yuta is going to finish Sukuna off here. Because at the end of the day, again, Sukuna is Yuji's enemy, not Yuta's. So it really wouldn't make sense for Yuta to just come in and sweep the win away from Yuji. Now, as usual, there is always the possibility of a perspective switch back over to Hikari and Urame, which is where another popular theory comes in, where Hikari would have actually lost to Urame off-screen, and Urame, in their desperation to save Sukuna, is actually going to jump in the middle of Hollow Purple and intercept it. And lastly, some people assume that the 5-minute time limit is actually going to run out for Yuta, therefore he's actually going to run out before he can use Hollow Purple. Amongst the 3 most popular theories, I feel like this is the least likely scenario. And the main reason is because we have hard time limits with every single thing we've had so far. What I mean by that is Yuta has 5 minutes to be able to occupy Gojo's body due to his copy technique and Kenjaku's curse technique. Because of Gojo versus Sukuna, we know that Gojo's barrier can actually withstand Sukuna's domain for 3.5 minutes. That domain has not broken yet, therefore 3.5 minutes has not passed. So unless it took Yuta over 2 minutes to use RCT to heal back his body and have Wee Wee teleport him back over to the battlefield, 5 minutes is not going to be up. So although Gojo fans who think Gojo coming back after those 5 minutes, if that theory is even going to come true, it's not going to be this chapter. Only one thing is absolutely certain in this chapter, and that's going to be that Sukuna is going to survive. We just need to figure out and see how exactly it's going to happen. And y'all know where to go if you want to see the images. We're going to be live on this platform. We're actually going to be live about 4 hours prior to the leaks because they've been coming out a lot earlier lately, and we'll just play some Elden Ring up until they come out. But regardless as to whatever happens, I'm super looking forward to it, and I'll see you guys tonight.